Hello guys and welcome back. So we have a small project to do today, and that will be covering this wall with fiberglass mesh and adhesive. And if you want to know how am I going to do that, just stick around and I will show you how. Alright, so I just prepared a little bit of adhesive right there, and I have my fiberglass mesh right here, and I will just have to stick all that onto this wall and have it ready for the final coat. Now it's not that difficult to do, but if you never used the trowel before, it's going to be quite tricky. There are a few ways of doing it, using a normal plasterer trowel or a notch trowel. Now I never use the notch trowel because sometimes, especially if the area is going to be quite large, sometimes I'm going to have waves, so I will have to be very careful. When I'm going to use the notch trowel. So that's why I kind of hate it and I don't like it. And yeah, I'm just going to use a normal trowel. And yeah, we are kind of ready to go. I'm just going to put some adhesive on the wall, and then I'm just going to lay my fiberglass mesh on top of the adhesive. just ran out of adhesive. Alright, so ready. We have another bucket of adhesive. Let's put it on. Alright guys, so it's kind of done here. All the wall is done and it's already starting to cure. Now it's quite hard and I'm going to put my second coat on. And yeah, the most important thing is, if you never done it before, stay in the shade, because the adhesive is going to go very quickly off if it has a little bit of sun. So if you have a lot of light onto it from the sun, is going to go off quite quick. Now I'm in the shade, but still the sun is passing through this plastic sheet and it started already to go off, and I can apply my second coat. Now usually I'm waiting a day or so before applying the second coat, but right now the weather is not that great and the scaffolding needs to go down, and I don't have that much time because it will still need to stay a day or so after I will put my final coat. So yeah, no harm on doing that. Anyway, the final coat is quite liquid. It's not that thick like the first one, and usually the second coat is going to go a little bit faster than the first coat. Now remember, when you put your mesh in, to overlap it for about 10 centimeters, 100 mil, but you are going to have the lines onto the mesh, and you can use that as a guide. So yeah, this is the line that I was talking about. So right around here you are going to have about 10 centimeters. So right, it's getting quite late, and I believe in about 1 hour it's going to get dark again, like on my last video. And yeah, I should be quite quick about it, because I really need for this coat to be on this wall right here. So let's crack on. Now you need to be quite careful. You don't have to go straight away back on it putting the second coat, because if it's not strong enough, it's going just to go out from the wall. It's going to become something like cheese. So yeah, be careful when you are going to apply the second coat. Make sure that the first coat went off. Okay, so I believe everything is done right now. We just applied the second coat and now it's looking a little bit smoother. Now it's not a big deal if it's not going to be nice and flat like I've done it here, but the only problem is that you are going to use more top coat. Now when you do this type of render, you don't have to scratch it or do something like that or do anything like that, because the top coat is going to be quite thin. When you are going to put it on, it's just going to fall down, and then you are going to be in deep trouble, because the top coat cannot cover holes. So yeah, it will have to be as smooth as possible, and then you are going to have less problems, and you are going to use less top coat, which is going to be that one. The one that I'm going to use here is the Ceresit self-clean silicone render, but that is going to be on my next video. For now everything is done, even the bit on the top. I've done that quickly. Now the only thing that I would have to do is to clean this fascia. So I will have to clean the fascia nicely, primer it, and then the final coat. So yeah guys, this is how I'm usually doing it. Please don't leave bad comments, especially about the hook. I don't like to use a hook when it's when I have to do this type of job. The hook is just going to make me to become a little bit slower, so that's why I'm not using it. Now I used here the Ceresit ZU as the adhesive. Now the adhesive that is going on the wall is going to be the same adhesive that I'm using to stick the boards on, to glue them on. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm very happy with what I've done today. At this point, don't forget to put that thumbs up, and see you on the next one.